Oh yeah, we litty two titty. Guess what? It's Friday night and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's Friday night. It's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. We got a special announcement coming up here real soon as when we start. But as we start, the new Delinquent Habits dropped today, y'all. And if you don't know, this is Ritmo. So check it out, man. Let's get it into this one. Let's check this out.
Yeah, in the house once again. It's the Capitan. I got something special for y'all. The Delinquent Habits Experience. Introducing my boy, Sick Jackie.
Y que siga la rutina, carnalito. Dale gas, güero loco.
You hardly ever catch me up in the club, unless I'm on the mic and showing some love. Yeah. This is for all y'all trying to cut a rug. Forget about the struggle that's got you acting a thug. I keep it grooving, so keep it moving to this healing. Got you reeling, this feeling is good music. See, it's grooving, and it's a bona fide bet that when I enter the party, there's no snoozing. It's all stand up. Come on, grab your partner and throw your hands up, cause I'ma give you exactly what you demand, yeah. Cause when I come on the scene, and if you ask about me, they say the man's rough. Known to walk in trenches and clear benches. People known to climb out windows and hop fences. Echoes of the music confusing, but y'all choosing. It's the magic that you witness, the miracles, no illusion there. Yeah, you know we super chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. Yeah, you know we super chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. Tonight I'm singing for my people. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. True life, one of a kind, so chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo.
Tira la rolita, con mi compita el güero loco matando la sed con un tequilita. No pasa nada, la clica chica ya corté todo pa' vida buena y mujer rica. Superé ligas de rap, vida en el trap, pandillas y calles noche y día llena de cap. No necesito más que mi paz, es más, así va, vamos de manan live, dándole gas. Estás en el boogie de psychos y delincuentes. It's a movie, aquí tú y yo entre cielo calmado y calle caliente. Llega el show y la música empieza a moverte. Parece cumbia, como mueve las viejas, igual que mamaqueta en el Dunias. Tal vez un día de veras van a entender el peso que cargó mi pluma de una ayer.
Yeah, you know we super chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. Yeah, you know we super chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. Tonight I'm singing for my people. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. True life, one of a kind, so chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. See, I came to wipe y'all smirk. Kicking the turbo and watch y'all work. Take a trip to the mosh pit, might get hurt, but still slam like a punk rock verse, breaking the curse. Temp turns up and the heat gets worse. I'm bringing blessed to the mic, trying to stop y'all hurt. Live a cold life, a strike light harder, I still go. Hard life's a stage and I raid y'all some pillows. But to the beat, y'all sway like willows. Boss set fire to mouth the smoke billows. See y'all tripping. If you think that you're leaving this here occasion without some sweat dripping, this is how we do with the appearance of being rowdy. When I'm repping my name, I do it proudly. Every time I step foot on stage and y'all around me. Yeah, you know we super chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. Yeah, you know we super chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. Tonight I'm singing for my people. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo. True life, one of a kind, so chido. The delincuente, ritmo, ritmo.
What's good? What's good? What's goody? It's your buzzing cousin Ghost Boogie. Check it out, man. We are the usual suspects. We are here on Friday night. We do this. This is something new that we are starting. We're announcing it. This is the first night for it. Something old, but something new, because you know Boogie don't ever have an original idea. You know what I'm saying? Just that's just an inside joke. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But if you know, you know, fuck you. So check this out, man. We've got a special new cast member joining the crew. We're going to make that announcement here real soon, like right now almost. But housekeeping, if you're new here, we appreciate it if you hit that like, follow, subscribe, all notification bell. If you don't have time to check us out, the full episode, hit that save button. Save it to the watch later button. That actually helps the algorithm. Save to watch later, right? Go and hit save to watch later. Save to a playlist. Hit follow, like, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, the thing is, for y'all YouTubers, man, it behooves you to get down on Twitch and tab up, because tonight starts the new usual SESH. What the fuck is it? It's the usual SESH raid, y'all. So check it out, man. We used to have the usual suspects Friday night smoke train, but now we've got a podcast. You might know us podcast. We're still the usual suspects. It's still the usual suspect SESH, but you might know us, you might not, but you'll never forget us. So tonight on Twitch, we'll be raiding at the end of this podcast here in about 2 hours. We'll be raiding into the one and only DJ Ballistic. He's going to be live from KSHI Zuni, New Mexico radio, one of our own usual suspect brethren. And then after that, he's going to be going for 2 hours. And then I will be doing a full live mix. After that, I've got a mix for 2 hours. And then we're going to pass it off to the one and only grumpy bastard named Danny Chaz. Who knows what he's going to be getting into? He could be DJing, he could be streaming, gaming, chatting, talking about how he doesn't like you, and he thinks that beans and toast is probably the best combination since Compton and Long Beach came together. But either way, without further ado, man, like, let's get into it. I can't wait to even hit this button. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow me to introduce the new cast member, Miss Candace Does Stuff in Limbo, whatever the name may be, from time to time, because you know what? She does what the fuck she wants. But guess what? I gotta say, Candace, like, here's my intro to Candace. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You have been one of us since the very beginning. And
we're the new old school. We're the OGs.
Yes.
Right?
And the thing is that I have to say that you personally, for me, have been someone that I appreciate and have appreciated throughout this entire journey, this 5-year journey that we're on so far. Just because you've always had such a beautiful, shining personality and like this light that you just have a good personality, and you're a good person and you're good people. And I can't say how happy I am that you decided to get down with the crew and accepted the invitation. And you know, shout out to Danny for like, I think Candace would be ready. We've been talking a lot and stuff. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. I was like, you think she would join? I just fucking call and ask her, like, you know, saying it, like, you know, stuff, pippity poppity pip. And I was like, word. And so I sent you a text message. I was like, what's goody, fam? And then the rest was history. And then now, so y'all, guess what, y'all? Again, we've got the one, the only Candace.
Thank you.
So happy that you're
Thank
here.
you.
So,
yeah, it's always been a vibe, man. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, remember back in the days, just watching you stream and chilling on my back porch. I was like right when I got my very first home and I discovered what Twitch was, you know, after the Be Real podcast and everybody hooked up and getting together and doing their own thing. And yeah, it's just always been about, you know, the fam and the connections that we've made through Cypress Hill and the podcast, and everybody going through and doing their own thing eventually when they figured out what their voice was on Twitch and how things got started. And just like I always, because it's weird how those things happen because there's so many other people on Twitch. There's so many different things to do, but the way the connection just came together it was perfect. I love it all. And, you know, I'll always be grateful for the Dr. Green Thumb podcast for hooking us up with so many cool people.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words. Cheers.
Yeah, man. It's salute to everybody that's here. And yeah, it the one shining thing that came out of the pandemic era
Mhm.
was this, right? And
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
connection,
man.
this community, and the folks that got together and the things that have sprung forth from it because of it. And
And the people that stuck around, because there were a lot of
Yeah,
people that come and go
sure.
throughout the whole time when COVID, kind of went into the background and the world opened back up again. There were a
yeah,
lot of even DJs that I used to mod for that just like completely took off and just never ever came back to Twitch after the world opened up
Right.
again.
yeah,
So it's kind of like there was a little divide there, and the ones that stuck together, we, I think had stronger bonds and that just that much more in common because of it.
Team Hermit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Team Hermit.
Right.
Like teamwork from home. That was me. That's the
Yeah.
only way I was able to work and lurk. If I would have still been working in the office with,
Yep.
The regulations from the FCCs and all the
Corporate bullshit.
supervisors walking around over my shoulder, I wouldn't have been able to still like work and lurk and make the connections that I did, like watching
Yeah.
Mhm.
Skinny Pablo and his streams and how he started. And then he started like super, super early, even on the West Coast. It was like 4 in the
early.
morning. It was like 7
Yeah.
a.m. for me.
Yes.
And then he rated into C- all the time. And then they rated DJ Jaybird, and it was DJ Icy Ice, and then it all just branched off from
Mhm.
there. And I ended up falling in love with those guys too, and it was just so cool how they all had a connection. Like C- knows Ghost Boogie, he knows Jaybird, he knows Icy Ice, he knows all those guys, and like that's really how it got started for me. Those kind of streamers with their personality, the way that it was focused on their community is what really reached out to me, because you can tell
Yeah.
they actually had their interest in building in the community with people that they were familiar with and that they were comfortable with streaming with, and who supported them no matter what they did, no matter what direction they took. If they decided to cut their hours, if the world opened up again, or continue streaming, or change their days, or whatever it was with their time frames and their constraints, because they've got wives and kids just like anybody else too. So
Mhm.
you have to take that into consideration. It's just always been one kind of Tetris game, I guess, kind of big piece to the
Right.
puzzle.
Yeah, I will say that now more than ever, since my health and mental health has improved,
Yeah.
I'm wanting to spend more time and able to spend more time, integrated with my family, doing family things, right? So what has happened is the time that I used to use where if I wasn't streaming, I was, normally online, in somebody else's stream and chatting
Networking.
and doing that networking and just still
Yeah.
hanging out and BSing. But the, yeah, if you're not doing that, you kind of, it hurts. But I spend that time now with my family, like, and I won't give that time up with my
Yeah.
kids,
You have to have a good balance.
yeah. And I'm finding that difficult. It's like an internal struggle right now for me, because it's like, oh fuck, I should be tabbed up and chatting and someone, but then like at that point, like I'm not truly doing what I'm wanting to do, which is like be present in the moment with my kids.
Yeah, no, that's a
letting
good
them
point.
roast me and
Mhm.
shit, right? And
Yeah,
and
no, I get that a lot too. Even not just with like the good family moments that you have with like real life stuff, like having
Yeah.
to, fill out some paperwork or
Gorilla.
something that you're doing, even if you're doing a project for your job on the side, that sometimes that like for whatever reason, whatever you felt involved in, like if you were a mod with somebody, or you felt like obligated to be there. But when you can realize you can let go of that kind of stuff and still have your personal life, and nobody's gonna hold it against you on Twitch. Everybody knows that you've got shit going on. So that's
Mhm.
always been what kind of held me together in certain communities too. Because if those people don't understand, then fuck them. You don't need them anyway.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is this thing is crazy how it is a family, and how it is very tight knit in a way. Like somebody knows somebody for sure. Like, so if you don't do well unto others, then there's a word that's going to be got out about you. So I love it. I love Twitch. I love the YouTube platforms. I love all of the streaming platforms: Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. I hate social media though. I mean,
Yeah, I don't do much. I don't go on Facebook either. I have Instagram and Discord. That's it.
I gave up my Facebook. Like I told them a long time ago, probably a couple of years. That's been at least 3 years, if not longer.
I did the same. I'd be like, you're not going to see me around.
Yeah, I was just like, I'll be on Instagram, but if you want to see me, my time's gonna be on Twitch, y'all. Yep. Like, or streaming. Like, here's what the get down is, and you either is or you ain't. If you want to check out what's on Boogie's mind, you can come in and ask me live direct and get an up to minute and second because it changes from 1 second to the next. Yeah, because I got ADHD like a motherfucker. So what's on my mind? Like, you know what I mean? You look at my timeline. If it was to really be like it, it'd be like scroll. You know what I mean? But either way, man. Yeah, dude.
All the time.
Trust me, look, man. Caffeinate for what? It's like sedate this motherfucker. And I got to give a big shout out to Birdie and Gorilla Strong, Venny, and everybody else that's tuned in live, lurking. And if you're new here, please let us know what city, what state, what country, what continent. And then, of course, let everybody else know, like, how they can follow you if that's what you into. So no, but what I do want to give a big shout out to is Birdie, because Birdie has been like, I've been doing some later streams, especially on the nights when wifey is working later, like, and I use that as an opportunity to get on and DJ if I'm not doing raids and stuff. And that's another thing that's, kind of, I'm trying to find time to DJ in between spending time with the kids. And I mean, you guys know how much I fucking love that shit, but it's just like, man, Birdie's checked in, and we didn't talk about the other, like last week, I ended up doing like, I popped on to do, a couple hours, right? And what ended up turning into like, I'm gonna do it till 1 a.m. my time, turned into, I'm not ready to log off. I'm gonna go for a couple more hours, to people waking up and saying, "Oh, you're on."
Oh, was that your 12-hour stream?
And then I was like, "Hey, yeah, what's good, y'all?" And then, people vibing out. And then I look up and I'm like, 9, 10 hours. I'm 10 hours is when I was like, fuck it, we're going for 12, right?
I remember that I woke up, I was like, damn, Ghost Boogie's on, okay.
Right, because I was like, when I was at 8, I was like, man, I'm only 4 hours away from 12. and at that point, it was a point in time, like if I even tried to attempt my ass to get into bed, I'm going to disturb my wife, right? So I'm like, I'm going to wait until she gets up. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'll DJ until she gets up. And then
so she was working late.
And then she got up early, right? Yeah.
Went to bed.
No, yeah, she works from home. So yeah, we're good. Yeah. And then yes. And yeah, she woke up and was like, she didn't even trip. She just knew. She just knows me, like when I'm on a sick one. But Birdie tapped in last night, tapped in the other night, and Gorilla's always tapping in. Candace, she tap in, but Birdie went to, like, he couldn't sleep. He's like, I can't sleep. I toss and turn, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burnt. Sorry. And then he woke up and he was like, "You're still fucking on?" I was like, "I'm still fucking on." It's Miss Joy 88 833. Make sure you follow
Yeah,
her
Brittany was
too.
putting in a lot of requests that day too.
Yeah, man, I
So
love it.
keeping us going.
And if you
Mhm.
guys don't know, like, check it out, man. My thing is I do impromptu mixes and mashes, never crashes, your requests, my blends. But I don't do sync buttons either. Sync buttons is for suckers, right? So you do it organically in the mix. And yes, I do it. I take pride in it. Sometimes it's wild as fuck. I will just take one song that should not be even played and put it with another song that I don't think should be played or whatever. Sometimes I'll do wild shit. And
I
people
like the
challenge
request
me.
site
I do too. I
where we
love
can
it.
go in
Oh,
and
it's nice.
put the stuff in.
Yep. It makes it nice and easy as for me to, because in the chat, especially if like people are emote spamming and all of that stuff, right? I
Yeah.
lose all of that. There's no way. And
Yeah.
also, newsflash, if I'm concentrating on music, I'm not concentrating on the chat. And
Right.
that's a bad thing, and that's another thing that I find difficult because I just want to play music and do this shit, man. Like, y'all chat amongst yourselves, and if you want to ask me a question, then ask me a question and I'll respond. But until then, I want to fucking play music. Like, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. But I don't ever like, hey fam, how are you? What are you doing? And like, you do this a lot. And I wanted to ask you, Candace, like, when you're doing your stream, please let everybody know when they can catch you and what it is that you do, because I'm so rudely not even getting to that point. My bad. This is a perfect segue for it, though. Like, seriously, like 2 parts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know when it is and but also when you are doing what it is that you're doing when you're streaming, and how do you converse?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I can. And my setup's a little different here. I'm staying with friends until my house is sold. So I've got just streaming through my Xbox for right now, and have the usually 2 hours from like 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. If I'm feeling frisky and if I don't have anything else going on or there's nobody else to raid, then I'll just keep going for a little bit, switch up games. I'll be playing Fortnite. Right now, Far Cry Primal is one of them. And
that's your
I just
jam.
started playing Minecraft. I haven't streamed Minecraft yet. I might be doing that this Sunday at 4. And let's see, what else have I've got going on? Sometimes we'll do Sea of Thieves. I haven't done that in a while.
You like that?
And yeah. I was playing pretty heavily with a friend who's no longer my friend anymore, so it's kind of hard to get back into it after that. There was a lot of drama and everything, but I do really like that game. It's a fantastic game. It's been around for ages. A lot of people love streaming it, and it's pretty low key. You're sailing a boat and being a pirate or wherever if you want to, but the landscape is really nice, and you're
How
just
often do you
strolling
listen
along.
to Christopher Cross?
No, I don't.
Because hey, look, I don't know if it's true or not, but the canvas
It's more
can
like
do
sea
miracles.
shanties.
Just you wait and see.
To where I'm going. What?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I want to get back into doing more variety streams when I start, when I get my own place again. That way I'll be able to do cooking streams again and
yeah.
do some IRL stuff. While I was staying with my sister a couple of weeks, she was in Japan. I did some streams from my phone and just played like Temple Run and shit. So it really just depends on where the mood takes me when I'm going to be streaming, but it's always the same time, Sundays at 4. I used to stream twice a week. I haven't got back into streaming twice a week in a while. I want to, just so I can have some more variety and, put some other things down on the table, depending on where I go. If I can get a studio set up and start drumming again, I would really like to do that. I want to start producing my own music at some point. I've got a couple of people that are in the business, of course, on Twitch that I'm networking with. I'm a rock and roll girl, so it's always going to be rock and roll for me.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of rock are you specific? Like, give me Because I love, now you're talking music, you're talking my love language. Like, so
Well,
what
he's acting like he never paid attention.
I do, but
yeah.
here's the thing. Come on, goddamn it! This called it like
Come on
getting
now.
the audience up to fucking speed, Becca. Fuck.
Yeah. Because right now I'm
We just
really
broke
into
the
this
fourth
band.
wall, like, you know what I
I know.
mean?
Lots of different bands. Yeah, see?
Imagine.
So like, no, I'm just saying, like, this is what we do. We love each other, right? But
Yeah.
so
I wanna
and y'all can
learn.
gang up on me. So like, you know what I mean? But no, like, yeah, let everybody know, like, what is your favorite genre of like rock music, your like favorite bands? Like, what's the shit that you into, man?
Yeah, well, everybody knows I'm into the Beastie Boys and Deftones. But really I'm so obsessed with Royal Blood right now. You might know them. C minus plays them a couple of times on his stream. They're a duo and from the UK, and it's the bassist and the drummer, and that's it. And the bassist plays his bass like a lead guitar. It's fucking
Oh, I
fascinating.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What are they called again?
Royal Blood.
Yes, I know who you're talking
Yes.
about. Yes.
And all of their songs are like such fire. I'm just like, jam it. I put in their album. It's called Typhoons, and it's on repeat. Like I can't get enough of it, dude. They're so fantastic. I'm a moderator for this guy named Drummer Miles, and I always request their songs for him to play because he does freestyle and like, plays by ear, and it's just so fascinating because this guy in Royal Blood, his name is Ben Thatcher. He's just one of my favorite drummers. It's kind of like a connection that I made because this guy's drumming is like what I would do if I was producing music. So I like really connect with it. It speaks to me. I can't like say enough great things about it. Like I just love, that's really just what is on repeat like right now for like just the longest time. Dancing around in my kitchen, doing chores, listening to it on road trips. It's just the best right now for me. So that's really where I'm at. I say a lot of good things about that band, but everybody knows, of course, like Deftones and Beastie Boys are always like really close in my heart too. Of course, Cypress Hill, we've always had a great connection with those guys, and they're so good to their fans and just so super cool.
Amazing
I know you've
people.
got an opportunity to speak with them, and of course Ghost Boogie knows C minus, so it's really I those connections are always going to be really special to me too.
I mean, those guys
They're so dope. They're really great.
They're special. They are.
They're so
special
funny
people.
too, and they have really sense of humor
They're
on those
great
guys.
people. They're just real,
Yeah.
down to earth, fucking just crazy ass, like great people, right? Like when I say crazy in a good way.
I remember
bad
when
meaning
Bobo
bad,
was on, he's
bad
just in
meaning
there
good.
fucking in kitchen making his dinner for him and his
like,
wife. It was
with the fucking
fantastic.
exhaust fan on, like shh.
Hilarious.
I do have a
It was
question
so
for you. Just
cool.
want to verify. It is Candace in Limbo. All one word is where they can follow you on Twitch, correct?
Mhm.
Is the current. So because like I asked this because it was Candace drums, Candace does stuff, Candace wins. It's been a whole lot of
Yeah.
Candaces, right? But
Mhm.
right now it's currently Candace in Limbo on Twitch
Candacita.
as Candace. Is
Yeah.
it Candacita?
Yeah, that was what Codex, one of
Ah,
Codex's
fuck.
fam, he had
Don't
dubbed
follow
me
that one. Hold on.
Candacita a long time ago.
Yeah, it's Candacita.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
kind of
see,
went with it
gosh
the last
darn it.
time. Kind of take a little spin on my name. Somebody from the community dubbed me that for, it was a couple of years ago, but I just finally put it into focus, like, just because I thought it was something fun to just switch it up to a little
miss
bit. And
him.
then the whole limbo part's just temporary, of course, because my situation right now is temporary. I'll probably end up switching it back to doing stuff a couple
Right
months.
on.
We'll see. Our
Oh, yeah.
realtor has estimated that our house will probably be sold at least by the end of April. So I'm hoping to get a move on and get on to the next phase of my life.
I got you. So there
Is
it
that what
is,
the
right?
market's like out there
I-
right now?
Is that correct? just the fucking
Oh, let me see.
verify. Candacita in Limbo.
Yes,
Because
there you go.
I got glaucoma and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm in the chat.
and I'm
They can
anorexic,
just click on my
so-
name too.
Mhm.
there it is. So please follow the homie right there. Yeah, I mean, like, do you have any how is the housing market down there is what I was wanting to ask.
Well, my realtor showed me all of our competition all in the area at the same price range.
Mhm.
Certain houses
comps and
Um,
all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there was a short sale, but because I originally got the advice to just sell our house as is. But as our
Yes.
realtor and I were looking over all of the competition in the area, they were all updated. They had new
Yeah.
kitchens, they had new floors, and I'm like, if you're going to work the angles and see whatever is out there, why would you choose a house that doesn't have no work for the same price over one that already has this updated
Yeah.
beautiful kitchen? So
I'm not
we
dumping
decided to
20,
do
30
we decided
in
to do
working
some
on a bitch.
renovations and hopefully get top dollar. So that's what we did. I've got a new shower and new floors, new paint. Everything is looking really, really nice. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go out there tomorrow. But we just put the house on the market on Thursday and they already have a showing for tomorrow. So I'm
good
thinking
deal.
I'm hoping it's looking pretty good. So yeah, I think that's a good
Right.
sign.
You know, I got to ask you a question because I know what it was like for me, and I always feel this way. But I know for me, I got kind of like, damn, why didn't I do this? Because the last house that I sold, right, I pussyfooted and didn't ever get around to hem-hawed on some of these projects that I wanted to get done and needed to get done. And, it kept me from enjoying the house fully. And once I got the bitch ready to sell and I came out here to work and Mama Boogie, stayed back and helped facilitate and get that shit in order. But it was like when I would come back, I'd be like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It's like, hold on, man, like, I like this house still.
I know, yeah. No, I went through that
Like,
same
this
thing.
is
I really
right.
wish we could have had the money to do the
Yeah,
renovations while we were still living there. Yeah.
yeah.
It just so happened that my realtor had this amazing concierge service while they're doing everything. She
Yep.
coordinated everything and I didn't have to lift a finger and I was just so grateful for it. It saved me so much stress and everything else, not
Right.
having to make any of the decisions and being able to go on with my life and figure out, where I was going to live and what I was going to do and make a plan and still be able to focus on work and not lose my mind. And so it really helped me out. They're just going to everything they put in will come out of the sale of the house and it just works out like perfectly for me. They cleaned our gutters, they pressure washed, I'm so happy with it. I'm just waiting. Like we're manifesting that our top dollar
Right.
offer on the house and freaking get everything taken care of and just move on with our lives. It's just what I really want right now.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you. And
Thank
if you
you.
guys know anybody that's looking to move to Florida, then you know what I'm saying. We know somebody that's selling a house.
Yep.
And they just gave it
New
an
floors,
overhaul.
new shower.
You know what I'm saying? Gave it the spick and span, put some Fabuloso on that bitch.
Mhm.
So basically,
Fabuloso.
yeah, throw that Fabuloso on that bitch. You know what I mean? That Fabuloso fixes everything. It's like Robitussin. Fabuloso this, Fabuloso that. When Mama Boogie found my fucking Fabuloso and it started becoming like a trend back couple fucking, I don't know, 10 years ago or
Mhm.
whatever. I just
Yeah, it's been a
remember like, yes, she discovered Fabuloso and like it became something that I was like, God damn, it was Fabuloso and everything. Like, she's like, it does this and it does that and it does this. I was, go ahead. Whatever. Like,
You used to only be able to buy it at like the 99-cent store.
yeah, man. For real. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Now it's everywhere.
yeah, I mean, it's Fabuloso. But
It
fucking
is, in fact.
there was a cleaning lady at one of the spots I worked. I had to ask her, like, yo, B, could you cut it down just a little bit? Cause like
Ooh.
I'm getting sick in the morning. I'm having fucking
Them fumes.
migraines and
Mm.
headaches because you mopping up the floor, you just hitting it with the
Yeah.
Fabuloso. Like,
We
come on,
actually
baby
stopped
doll.
using it There was a study that came out that said there was some kind of chemical in Fabuloso that attracts roaches. So we stopped using it, actually. I only use
Hold
Gain.
on,
hell
man.
no.
You said this is new. Hold on, man.
hell
Like,
no.
hold on, like
Yeah,
this
we had
one
to stop
right
using it.
here.
No.
Hold on. We gotta. This
Yep.
is a news
This
alert.
Whistleblower. Sorry, not sorry.
All right, this is news to me.
Yep.
This is news to me, and thank
Yeah, I don't know if
God
it's
we
Sim
don't have that
satiated or
issue.
not. I'm
But
pretty sure
you
I did my
said
research, but yeah, there were a few articles that said there. I don't know. I don't remember
it
what the name of
attracts
it was.
roaches. Fabuloso. The anybody in the chat, and has anybody in the chat heard that before? Like Becca, have you heard that
I
Fabuloso
have
attracts
not.
roaches?
That's what I heard from our pest control company. Because
No
we were having so
shit.
much trouble getting rid of them. They actually stopped and asked me, "Do you happen to use Fabuloso?" And I was like, "Yeah, we do on our floors. That's what I was mopping the floors with." And they're like, "Yeah, I don't use that anymore. It causes it. There's I don't remember what chemical they said it was, but said there was something in there that attracts roaches. So yeah, I switched to Gain. I use Gain for everything, even the dishwasher now,
Gain, like just like the regular,
like the fabric detergent. Mm-hmm.
no shit. You put that on the ground, like you mix that
No,
up.
no,
and throw
no.
that?
They're
Oh,
branded.
they
They
got their own shit.
all the other products. Mhm.
So check this
Even those
out.
little things that you put in the laundry. Love that
Mhm.
shit.
Got you. So check this out, man. I'm gonna read. I just asked, Boogie GPT,
Mhm.
if Fabuloso attracts roaches, and it says, yep, Fabuloso can attract roaches, not because it's some magical roach perfume, but because a lot of versions have sweet, fruity scents.
Ah,
And if any residue gets left behind, it can be another interesting smell in a world where roaches investigate everything. The real kicker, though, Fabuloso doesn't repel roaches. So if you're using it thinking that it helps with roaches, it's basically doing nothing except making your place smell like a tropical whatever. And then, when it's more likely to attract them, you mop and leave a slightly sticky film, too much product, not rinsed enough water. You pour it in places it shouldn't go, like drains, and it sits there. If you wipe surfaces and don't fully dry, so the scent and residue hangs around. If you already are dealing with roaches and there's food, grease, moisture nearby, those matter way more than the cleaner, FYI. But, basically what you should do instead, dilute it correctly and do a quick clean water rinse mop after, especially kitchens. Switch to unscented cleaners or simple degreasers for kitchen floors. For roaches, the roaches on the wall. We don't need no water. Let those motherfuckers crawl. Crawl, motherfuckers, crawl. We don't need no raid. Let those motherfuckers crawl. Anyway, for roaches, focus on the boring stuff that works. Gel bait, boric acid or dust, not angel dust. In-wall voids, under appliances, light dusting, not piles. Seal cracks, fix leaks, reduce moisture, sticky traps
the
to see where
things.
they're moving. That's how you need to do it. And like, I need to answer this motherfucker's like, you got roaches? Like, hell nah.
No.
Ain't got
No.
roaches, B.
not anymore. Now that we stopped using Fabuloso.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like Florida, though, I mean, that's so. Here, listen. You live. He said, "Good, keep it that way." Yeah, his pronoun is Boogie GPT. It's a he. Good, keep it that way because once they move in, they act like they're on the lease. So anyway, the thing, Florida,
Joe's
bro.
apartment.
If Mama Boogie had it her way, she would live in Florida. She loves fucking Florida. We love visiting Florida, all of that shit. And my grandparents retired to Florida, especially because, my grandfather was in the Navy and he had to be by the ocean, right, when he retired. But I am convinced that is a cursed land
The bugs are no joke.
that you absolutely just should not live there. Like if there's a voodoo curse, there's like, you know, any of that, you know, any of the pre-existing shit, the entire fucking area is trying to kill you from the environment itself. You've got storms that are the sizes of continents that fucking just decide to come in and fucking white. You guys got to evacuate. Everybody's got to get on the highway at the same time and go and hope they can get away somewhere, that it's not like the zombie of fucking apocalypse from the opening of The Walking Dead type shit. I got a shotgun walking, like, get the fuck away from my car. All of that shit. Right. And then you got to worry about everybody, like that storm taking out your shit, you know, and like someone getting into your, breaking into your shit or whatever. Right. Fuck all that. And then you got these bugs that are all over. I hate fucking spiders, yo. I fucking hate them. Right. I hate spiders. I hate bugs. I hate them. I hate them all. I probably got part of the cancer and part of the tism from the sheer amount of, roach spray that I would put down in my apartments when I moved out on my own, because I would like get the most expensive high grade shit and buy 5 cans and put it in the apartment.
Oh shit.
And put down like 5 roach bombs in that bitch before I moved in, just like and then like, all right then, like, you know, all right, it hurts to breathe in here. All right, we good.
But at least there's no roaches.
Yeah, there's no roaches in this bitch. They got pushed to everywhere else. But no, I mean, you got
don't forget
snakes,
the alligators in the sewers.
Alligators, you got, I mean, you got snakes, you got sharks, you got fucking jellyfish, you have everything. And then
Florida man.
You've got
all
Florida,
the Florida man.
You got Florida or Germany, right? Florida or Germany's a whole different get down. But I just knew that one of the first times I visited Florida, I got attacked by a swarm of fire ants, like on one of my legs. And like the lower part of my leg swelled the fuck up. But in that same trip, I didn't get out of the water forever because no one told me that sand accumulates in areas while you're in the water too. And a whole lot of spots, right? And I feel that burning feeling and sensation. I'm we goody, you know. And then it got to a while, I was like, ooh, try to, you know, do a wash and a swish. And then all of a sudden, like, it was just like, you know,
and I'll creep up on you.
Yeah, man, that sand ain't no joke. Shout out to Sandy Koufax and them. But like, I want to act like, how the fuck do you live there, Candace? I just listed all this shit because it's cool. It's nice to visit. I love visiting there, but I don't want no responsibility at all.
Yeah, we definitely have a love-hate relationship with Florida. You know, I was born in Long Beach, California myself, actually, but my dad was in the Navy. Shout out to the Navy again. And we, you know, moved to Florida when I was just an infant. So that's just kind of where I put my roots, you know, and it's true. Like a lot of weird shit happens in Florida. It's like you said, there's just kind of weird kind of vortex. It's a very big. Everybody knows it's always been a big retirement place for people to come from up north. So there's a lot of variety of people. Yeah, and I mean, of course, with those things, there's a lot of controversy. You know, you've got the Villages, which is predominantly Republican. So if you're not a Republican, you don't want to go there, you know. So
what's the Villages? What's the Villages? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a very big, white, rich Republican vortex where everybody,
or like, is it a part of the state? Where's that at?
It's North Florida, like right before Jacksonville, I think. So it's just like this.
So is it panhandle-ish?
No, like right before you get up there, though. This is very close. It's just, you know, if you're not familiar with it, you won't know, but it's just
so north of Jacksonville.
retirement, right, a little bit south of Jacksonville.
I got homies from Jacksonville, and they said that
Yeah,
they
one of my
call it
girlfriends
Jack and
lives in
Kill.
Jacksonville.
That's
So
the
it's
name
different,
of
but
it.
with like as much bad stuff, there is this really good stuff too. I mean, the hospitality industry was always so good to me. I worked 16 years. I worked at SeaWorld. I worked at Universal. I worked
Oh
at
shit!
Disney. I hit the trifecta.
I
I
want
love
to
them
know all
all.
about that.
Made some of my best friends, the people that I'm living with right now. I worked with them when I worked at Universal Studios. So, I've known them for 27 years, and they're my best friends. And it's just, a lot of good stuff too. Like the beaches are very nice.
Are you a Gulf side girl or an
Central.
Atlantic side
Nope,
girl?
completely
No. I mean,
Central
what you
Florida.
prefer?
Always
You
landlocked.
prefer the Gulf side or the
I like a
or
little
the
bit of both
Atlantic?
because I do like living where I am. That's like maybe about an hour from the closest beach. So because we like
Yeah.
going fishing and what have you. It's always been in my family. My dad's a fisherman. My stepfather's a fisherman. It's just what we do. So being able to do the bass fishing and freshwater, being able to go to the beach and fish from the pier, stuff like that. It's just really nice. It's the whole mentality of like the weird stuff it sells on the news. So that's all you're gonna hear. But there's really good stuff in Florida too.
Yeah,
It's got a great music scene too.
that's dope, man. So you've got to tell me, did you ever push any kids over while you worked at any of those? No. So, but I do want to know though. So you worked the trifecta, and I've never been to Disney World, or I've never been to Orlando. Period. Right? Believe it or not. It's just me. That's the greatest American hero, by the way. But that's some old shit. That's some unk shit. No, and I've always wanted to go there, but working there has got to be a whole different get down because I mean you're dealing with, especially in Orlando and all those amusement parks, like you're dealing with everyone from the world, right? And tourists. But what did you do when you were there?
Now, there's been some wild stuff. I mean, mostly it's been at hotels. My first job when I was 16 was at SeaWorld, and it was like merchandising. When you're at the shows, before the shows, the people walk up and down with all
Get them
the
shamus and
drinks.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I worked doing those, and then the midway games, and front desk,
Spray
rooms
Pam on the
control
plates.
at the hotel. Yeah. So yeah, that's the only time I actually worked in the theme park was when I was at SeaWorld. Other than that, when I worked at Disney, it was for hotels, and when I worked for Universal Studios, it was for the hotels. So it was all behind the scenes. But
So you were in hospitality a lot.
Yeah, getting to see celebrities. I mean, President George W. Bush was there when I was working at the Swan and Dolphin. I think Michael Jackson stayed out there one time, and let's see, when I was working at Universal Studios, I got to meet The Rock. He was pretty cool. And Kid Rock, Winona Judd, like a lot of different celebrities out there. Yeah, I got to talk to Jason Bonham. I got to talk to John Bonham's son over the phone. Aretha Franklin. Yeah, I got to talk to a lot of cool people. So that was pretty fun. That's really the good draw there, is getting to see and talk to all the celebrities. I mean, of course, you can't ask them for their autograph or do any of that kind of shit, but still getting to be around them and see what goes on behind them is pretty fun. Yeah, that was always my favorite part.
Yeah, I would never.
They were playing at the.
Yep. Yeah, that was the reason I got to see James Brown at Mardi Gras. I got to see James Brown for fucking free because I worked out there. It was fantastic.
That's amazing.
And it wasn't raining. Nobody gave a shit, and nobody was going anywhere. We're like, this is James Brown. We're like, we didn't care. We were all just watching. It was like the year before he died. It was phenomenal. I will never trade that for anything.
Hell yeah. What part? Like, what did you do for the hotel? Like, were you?
I did a few different things. I worked in concierge. I worked in what they call rooms control, where you just booking rooms and making sure that people have what they ask for when they make reservations, and like the club concierge with people that paid a little bit extra money. They had like personal butlers and all this other kind of stuff. But yeah, mainly it was things like that behind the scenes. Eventually I ended up in telecommunications, where they're just answering phone calls, doing room service and all that other kind of stuff.
I got you, but yeah, you were working a lot with basically the higher end clients and
Mhm.
making sure that you were making their stay enjoyable. So hookers and cocaine. How many times did you get? How many times did you get hookers and cocaine for people at SeaWorld and
That we did not
Disney?
do.
And
That was not. That was like
come on, man, you know
more
Mickey's
That's
more
a
like,
whole
behind
other
behind the scenes.
department.
haha,
It's
I
a
need hookers and
whole other
blow and
department.
cocaine. Haha.
I heard about that too. A lot of people had some really good stories. Like there was one of our managers when I worked at the Swan and Dolphin at Disney, and Dan Aykroyd was staying there because they
And that's
had
like the
the
top place, right? The Swan and Dolphins, like the
technically yes, because they back then they weren't owned by Disney. They were actually owned by Sheraton and Weston, and they were like had a partnership with Disney. But it just
oh,
so
so
happened when I guess for whatever reason when they were going to play the House of Blues that week that Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi
Lucy.
stayed at the Swan and Dolphin where I was working, and apparently Dan Aykroyd's this character. He had smoking a cigar, and he comes to the front desk, and our late night manager was there, and he's just a younger guy with this smooth complexion and this blonde hair, and he's told us that Dan Aykroyd gave him his cigar and said, "Here, kid, that'll put hair on your chest." And we were just laughing for weeks, cutting it up for weeks because he had said that he's just like this little clean. He looked like he was like
Yeah,
12, really like in his
yeah.
30s. And it's just like this funny little story where Dan Aykroyd came through and gave him his fucking lit cigar and told him to
That's
put hair on his chest.
hilarious.
Shit like that. It's good times. It was always a good time. It was just like, before a lot actually before social media, so you really didn't have all that kind of stuff like holding people back like it does
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. The thing that I always
Mhm.
found interesting about Dan Aykroyd was, of course, he's been on the alien stuff way
Mhm.
before that is
Yeah, he's in
now
the paranormal
in
big time.
fashion
Mhm.
and I mean, he gave the reason why we had Ghostbusters was
Mm.
because of him writing it and Zemeckis and all of that, right? Harold. Yeah, man, that was that was some good shit, man.
Mhm.
What are you laughing at, Becca?
Who?
You. Yeah.
No.
Miss Owl. Fucking how many
No.
licks does it take to get center to the center of the
No.
Tootsie Pop?
No. You're not gonna. Nope. You're not gonna twist it. Ghostbusters. Who?
Oh, who you gonna call? Ghost Boogie. Yeah, I got you. I'm sorry.
It's my
Now,
job. I just talk shit.
no, it's fucking I love it. You guys team up on me. I purposely did this, right? All right,
know.
so I've got some questions for y'all. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about something called the confession booth.
I beg
Y'all
your
ready?
pardon?
Yeah, it's the confession booth, man. And it's we're just gonna get some guilty laughs, but let me think about. I got a good one here. Dumbest. No, here we're gonna say this one. Most petty thing you've done while pretending you were unbothered. And this goes for everybody in the chat too. Like, so what is the most pettiest thing that you've ever done? And you guys watching it on the replay, we definitely want you to put it in the chat. The most pettiest thing that you've done while pretending you were unbothered. And I'll go first because the ladies is like, I don't know if I want to admit it or I don't know what to say. If I could say that or whatever, and they scared. So I'm going to let you know
No,
straight up,
I'm trying to
man.
think.
I had a customer at one point in time in my life, I had to work for Ford and I had to deal with people sometimes that I didn't necessarily want to deal with. And I, had to deal with people that were just absolute freaking assholes. And, you know, you may not want to put hands on somebody, but you might not be able to put hands on somebody because, you know, they'll call the cops. So what do? And you have their vehicle, and I just so happened to, you know what, instead of sending a valet, or as they were referred to as shags, send a shag to go get it. I wouldn't personally got their car. And, you know, I always make this joke about cocktail shrimp. But cocktail shrimp are amazing. And all you got to do is like the frozen shrimp, you know what I mean? The little itty bitty joints. Take a handful of them, right? And there is just open the hood up, right? And in a lot of luxury vehicles, there's, you know, and you guys ever hear of when you go get your oil changed, would you like your cabin air filter replaced?
Hell no.
So there's an
essential
essential
to do that.
right. So essentially it's that filter that sits there that sucks in your air, and it's like a HEPA filter, but that's like the main inlet for the air that you are getting cycled through for your HVAC inside your car. Well, you know what I'm saying? All you do is you just pop open that cabin air filter, you know, and throw that motherfucker in there. Got to do it right when, especially if it's summertime, right when they're getting ready to pick that shit up, right? You know what I mean? So you got to just time it just right. And then know that it's going to be a couple of days after that and shit like that before. Yeah, and don't do too many that get caught. Just throw a couple in, and then be like, here you go. And that motherfucker's all clean, detailed, and nice and shiny, and it's clean. I'm talking about it smells like all types of air fresheners. We got fucking Loggins and Messina playing. This is it. You know, yacht rock playing when you fucking pick up your car. All of that shit, man. So there's no way that they would say that, you know, you guys did something in my vehicle, because I mean, I made sure that motherfucker is spick and span spotless.
So they go searching.
And they'll never
The
find
source
it.
of the smell.
They'll never find it.
Hi,
'Cause you know
Ballistic.
why? What's up, DJ Ballistic? DJ Ballistic actually does that to his vehicles because he loves the smell of all his air fresheners smell like rotten food poison farts.
Did you see what he said? He put something in the chat about his ex. Did you see that?
No, what did he say? Let's see here. Reported my ex when she was drunk calling and sent her to jail. It was her fault for driving around with her new boo. Now, see, that is rockin' petty.
Ice cold.
That's
Damn.
Out there with another man, like that's a CeeLo. So you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like Ballistic was like, fuck you and fuck her too. And
yeah, I probably did something along those lines too when I was working at the hotel. Like, oh, you want to be an asshole to me? I just might delete your request for your rollaway bed. Thank you very much. You know, like, I don't know. They must be just backed up. Maybe they don't even have one. I don't know. Sorry. So I don't know what happened. That'll teach you to freaking curse at me and shit, won't it? Yeah, I've definitely done that a couple of times for sure.
What
And I'm
about
not
you,
in the hotel
Oh,
industry anymore, so they can't get me in trouble for it, so I don't
yeah,
care.
it's like, statute of limitations
Right.
and like, it's a rollaway bed. You didn't vandalize something, right?
Sorry, no more
sure
smoking
there's
rooms
things I did
available.
working in
What'd you say,
I'm sure that
Becca?
there's things that I did when I was working in food. That's
So,
why I'm
did you
always
fuck with
very
people's
nice and I
food?
tip very well.
Did you ever
Mhm.
fuck with anybody's food?
Not like, being gross or like put things in it, but like,
Well, how else do you fuck with food? Like, so, like,
well,
clarify that.
when it says no jalapenos, you get extra. Shit like that.
I got you. So,
Shit
so
like
it was
that.
like, I got food allergies.
But
I'm a
No,
die.
no,
this
no, no,
was
no. You don't want to mess
before.
with anybody's food
This
allergies.
was
That's like a
before.
lawsuit. That's some heavier shit.
True that. But
Like, I hope you got your EpiPen with
this
you, bitch.
I never.
I see. That was
I
a
don't
rule
think
that I
I ever
never.
had them bring it back.
I never. That was a
And it's not
rule
like
that.
you can't see them on a sandwich. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, because I would have put
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
yeah. I would. I've never like. The only time I ever did like anything to anybody's food was that time I told you with that old lady that I just put like 5 pounds of onions on a McDonald's
Yeah.
hamburger, like regular hamburger, not even a quarter pounder. It was like I made a like a quarter pounder mom hamburger like with my hands and pressed that bitch into a patty and put that bitch on top of her hamburger too, and she wanted it plain. She just wanted those nasty ass dehydrated onions. No, she did want mustard and no cheese. And yeah, I thought I hooked her up the first time and gave her extra onions. I was like, cow. Like, there you go, you get an extra one. Like, ain't not enough, goddamn. I was like, all right, bitch, here we go. Bow. And I couldn't even close the McDonald's hamburger wrapper. And I set that bitch down and put it down on her. I walked it out to her because the cashier was afraid. She was like, oh, you can't do this. No. And I was like, fuck that bitch. I'll walk it out to her. I was like Debo at that McDonald's anyway. Me and my other buddy Coleman, they would have us using us as bouncers on Friday and Saturday. But yeah, man, like I handed that to her and I just remember her like, I was like, check and see if that's enough onions for you. And like the bun was sitting up like about that far up off the patty and shit, because it was like that thick of I am not like I am not going over. I am not over and exaggerating. I was like, wow. And I looked at her face. I was like, there you go. I said, you can take off what you want.
You're welcome. Too funny.
But yeah, man, like there's a ton of things that I could say that I've done, but I won't for legal reasons.
I'm not gonna incriminate yourself.
I'm not gonna answer the most pettiest thing that I've done while acting unbothered. No. But I do want to know, what was the worst motherfucking time you thought you were muted moment that you could talk to and talk about? Like, have you guys ever like muted and be like, I got this dumb bitch on the phone. I wish she would shut the fuck up. And then like, you know what I mean? Be like someone be like, excuse me? Like, oh, something like that. Or like, think about it now, even in the virtual world, right? With Teams and Zoom calls and things, right? Like, have you ever had a fuck up where you thought you were muted at work or on a phone call? Like in customer service, I know you work the phones, Candace. You just talked about it. I ran call centers, lived call centers life for a long time. And I know all about the mute button and the power of missing the mute button
Oh yeah.
and being used to being like hitting the mute button while they're trying to explain the problem. Like, shut the
Right.
fuck up, you
Yeah. Oh,
stupid
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah. The same thing
Like,
with my current position because they'll be you're leaving a voice message and it's
don't say
script,
anything
and then
about
there'll
your
be
current
times where I
position.
thought I hung up the phone and I hadn't, and then I'm
Yeah.
still like typing or finishing up my notes or whatever, and I talk to myself.
That
I'll
part
think out
sucks.
loud, and yeah, I know there's been a couple of times where I didn't hang up the phone and I still kept talking, and then I'm like. Maybe it's like early in the morning or something. I can't remember. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I didn't say anything embarrassing. I'm like, I guess because they record our calls. If somebody calls in to
Yeah.
complain, I'm gonna find out about it. So far, nothing like that so far. Thank
Yeah.
God. But there has been a couple of times like where there'll be the something that happens in the background, or whatever, and they just can't. Or one time I burped when I was leaving somebody's voice message. I was like, oh,
Hell yeah.
sorry.
Did you try to
I
find the
couldn't
button, like to
time,
find the
yeah.
button? Did you try to start pressing buttons to see if you
Right,
had a
yeah,
re-record
exactly.
option? Like, what's the
Yeah,
button to
exactly.
re-record? I've done that shit too. Like, or left a voice message that's like, and it's like, oh fuck, you know?
Yep. Or I said the wrong name or something. Yep. Yeah,
Right,
I'm sure
like,
that happened. Mhm.
hey, what's up, Marquise? And it's like, no, my name is John. Like, oh fuck. I was thinking about brother Marquise
Yep.
from this 2 Live crew I'm listening
Yeah,
to
that's
right
definitely
now.
happened before.
That's some funny shit. What about you, Becca?
So I was the manager at Schlotsky's, and so this was late 90s. Didn't have cameras, right, to see the drive-through or whatever, right? It was just like old school.
Just
Push the
speaker. Yeah.
push the button to hear it and type the shit in. And this couple pulls up to the drive-through, and I'm running it, and it's a solid 10 minutes of questions, and then a decision, and then a mind change, and then another mind change. And then, I mean, it was at least 10 minutes
At
of
Slotsky's, I'm sure everything's customized and everything
sure.
was like, yeah.
Absolutely. We could do all of it.
Yeah. You had to
We
type
could
all that
make it how you
shit in,
fucking want
man.
it.
Yeah.
But like they'd, and I'd answer the questions, but after like 10 minutes, and it's extensive, right? It's a lot of questions, and it's okay, I'm gonna have this with this and just, and then he's like, no, wait, scratch that. So I flipped off the speaker. I'm sitting there like this to the speaker while taking the order. And his wife had gotten out of the car and come inside and could see me.
What was she doing inside, though?
She said, I think she had decided to just come inside so that she could
She
see
was
the menu.
like,
And
but if she came inside, why didn't she ask cuz to like pull
why
out?
didn't they just say, we're going to come in?
Did you have one of those things where you couldn't pull out? So, sorry for the fucking, I couldn't not just say not pull out.
No, it was like side of the building. So it was easy to like just flip around and go pull in the parking spot.
Damn, they thought that shit was funny. Hey, look, the couch pulls out, I don't. I know. Damn, fam, like,
right?
Hey,
that's
look,
going on forever.
Don't forget to hit the like, follow, and subscribe button. Like these people here are hitting the like, follow, and subscribe button.
They're hitting something.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, she looks at, I hear this, I see that, and I went, Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
How'd you get out of that one?
I didn't.
What they do, they just fucking go off on you.
I called my boss.
You called your boss
She was
before?
calling my boss. She was calling my boss.
Oh shit! Like so,
She was
when
calling
she
my
saw you
regional.
flip them off, she
I
she
called
was
my
like,
regional.
"Rah."
There was a whole bunch of corporate people there. Like we were going through like a buyout basically.
So they were already corporate people involved.
Another company was like the people that owned the ones up in Tulsa and shit were buying a handful of the ones in this area.
New franchise group.
And so it was a family, but yeah. And so she was with a whole bunch of people that I had not yet met.
Mm-hmm.
And I called her, and you know, we had a good relationship. She hired me 2 weeks after I moved to Oklahoma. You know, so she knew me and she had seen. I just told her what happened. I was like, listen, you're gonna get this phone call. And she said, I just did. What happened? Well,
I had some artards.
We were sitting there for like at least 10 minutes.
Did you have people waiting behind them in the drive-thru?
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I know Schlotsky sometimes don't normally be busy. You know what I mean? But like, I just didn't know if.
No, it wasn't during a rush. I mean, it was, you know, but I was also the manager and had other shit to do.
I got you.
You know, I had to do like the shift change paperwork and try to actually get out of there on time. So yeah, she was like, I have to write you up, Rebecca. I know.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Like, you got to remember they could see you. It's not like the old store where they couldn't see you. Yeah, no.
Ah, man. That is hilarious. And look, so check this out. We got Mad Ways in the house.
Yeah.
Salute to you. The reason why Mad Ways has not been, it's like, come on, Brad, use fucking right grammar. Yeah. He's working. He's been working. So salute to the homie. He's working on Jumanji 3. I think he did get picked. I think he is officially The Rock's plug. You know what I mean? So I think he's got them Cali Blaze hash holes and The Rock on Jumanji 3. Jumanji 3 is going to be extra litty. You know what I mean? If there's a scene where like The Rock is extra squinty, is because of Mad Ways. You know what I mean?
Him and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's gonna be like, hey, you know, pop. You know what I mean? Like, he might be slowed down. He'd be like, I feel good. Like, all right, that's Kevin Hart. But nah, salute to the homie Mad Ways. He'll be back. And then the other homie, Ballistic, that couldn't join us is because he's working and shit like that. But we will be rating him at 9:00 Mountain Standard Time. So at the top of the hour, we'll be rating him because this is the first night of the Usual Suspect raid, or the Usual Suspect SESH raid. You know what I mean? It's the old school smoke train. We're starting it off with the podcast, and then Ballistic is going to go live with a mix for 2 hours, and then I'm hopping on. I'm gonna go live for a mix for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna raid into Danny, and Danny's gonna be like, oh, and that's gonna be like whatever Danny does is what Danny does. But
I'm gonna be asleep.
Yeah, you're gonna be asleep, right?
Because I turned into a pumpkin.
No, I know. At Ballistic, you are not working tonight and everything like that, but I'm letting everybody know there's possibility, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll be like, even this thing's gonna be even bigger. It'll be on the radio and shit too at the same time. So we're on YouTube and Twitch, but the raid is exclusively on Twitch. So you people that want to hear music and hear the continuation of the chat, because we've got all types of craziness and there's stuff that we can do on Twitch that we don't do because we're on YouTube.
Correct.
So yeah, follow all of us on Twitch, man, and then it'll be
Sweet.
fun. But look, Ballistic has a thing with smells. We know he loves smells. And he loves bad smells.
Like durian?
Well, I mean, we know the story about how he food poisoned somebody and then fell in love with them when he smelled their gas. And this is not me making up
No.
I mean, this is not me making anything up. This is, you can go back. I'll clip it and run it, and I should
He'll
have
tell
it
you.
ready. I love her, and like, so the fucking, I want to know, what's a smell that you love that you'd
It's not
never
sweet
admit?
rain. Huh?
What's a smell that you love but would never admit? But you got to because we're on the podcast.
He's like, you never admit it. You never admit it. If I'm not gonna admit it, why the fuck am I gonna admit it on the internet?
Because I mean, it's for the gram, right? Do it for the
No,
Vine.
I don't give a
Nah,
fuck.
The gram.
nah. This is our
Fuck the
job.
gram.
This
What?
is our job. Like,
No,
so,
no.
why did Ballistic say like dirty, crusty shorts or boxers? What?
Because that's something you would never admit.
said- Birdie said ass and feet, and then Ballistic said not feet.
He's like, I like ass. I just like to smell like bad.
I can't really think of any. If I don't like a smell, I don't like it.
Right?
Right.
Like, well, it's a smell that you
Or it smells
love
typically people wouldn't
that
like.
you would never admit. So I mean, like, so let's say, for instance, let's do it. It could be, for instance, like people.
What's yours,
all right,
Boogie?
if I'm gonna keep it a thou wow, Swiss cheese, like that stinky ass Swiss cheese, like
That's not
because
a bad smell.
here's the
That's
thing.
not, what?
No. You hear me out. All right. Again,
Boogie out
you
here trying to
know,
make
I got a
something out of
tism.
nothing.
I got a tism, right?
Uh-huh.
One of them is the smell. I am hyper sensitive to smells.
Mm-hmm.
I really am. Like, I don't like it. I don't like body odor. I have a really like bad gag reflex, like especially like if people musty and shit, like dirty, scary hippie people, and you know what I mean, like people that just, you know, ain't had the fortunate ability to wash their ass, or their mama never taught them right. You know, repugnant folks. I do not like.
You said repugnant.
I don't like smells, and and the problem is I am cursed with canine like scent. Like, my olfactory system is on point. You know, I'm not even lying. It's a curse. It's a fucking curse.
Did you turn off the Boogie bot?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my bots and
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like that. They're conflicting and shit. I don't know what's going on, man. So either way, it probably wants me to pay money for it, you know.
Probably.
But I'm not ready to pay any money for it to respond with vibes. But anyway,
Ballistic's trying to talk to it.
I'll tell you though, I can't do it. But body odors, like especially like Limburger cheese, oh my god, that smells like dirty ass. Like, I do not like the smell of dirty ass. Like, Ballistic, you gross
We
me
know how
out.
you feel about
Mhm.
Stank ass.
I have vomited on people because of stank ass
I
in
know.
the middle of intimate situations. We'll just say that. Like, nah. Like straight up South Park. What was the homie from South Park?
It's
Like
brutal.
That was Stan.
Stan, he'd be like, nah.
Whenever Wendy would talk to him, yeah.
That's what happened when Wendy talked to me. I was like, it was just,
Mm.
and I just remember hearing, what the fuck? Yeah, that's not lube. And you've got to go. See it.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't really have anything like that. I mean, I had stories because when I first started dating my husband, he wasn't really using deodorant very wisely. It was just like, I want to be intimate with you, and I don't want to have that odd conversation. But yeah, yeah, and it was fun. Like a godsend that his one of his older siblings stepped up and gave him a stick of deodorant. I was like, thank you.
Like, have you noticed that her face is like this the whole time? It's all scrunched up and shit. Like she's got her upper lip covering up her nose. She's like,
oh.
You know what I mean? She's not in Saudi Arabia and she got a ninja suit on. Like,
damn.
Too funny.
Yeah, that was wrong for me for saying that, but we say offensive shit here, and I'm sorry. I couldn't think of the burqa. Sorry, the hijab. Well, whatever. My apologies.
You're not.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. There's a lot of things like that. You can get triggered. It's very easy to get triggered by those things.
I can't do it, and then especially in Florida, fam, like where it's hot and moist and moist. And
yeah, man. Oh man, we never forget when I worked at SeaWorld during the Midway games. There was this foreign gentleman. I think he was Russian. I'm not sure. I don't want to cast any shade, but he smelled so bad, and he was being so fucking rude to me. And his kids were just like these big brats, and I'm just, get out of my face, dude. You smell, But I can't do that because when he was a fucking huge motherfucker, but still, I was just working there, and it's just like my first week, and we're just working there as like a work program in high school or whatever. And it's just so horrible. BO is just like definitely one of the bigger ones, especially for men, dude. Damn, dude. I don't know what it was. Just being outside in that Florida humidity and
ladies. I'm sorry. I
already know.
There's nothing worse. Y'all, I don't care how funky a set of nuts can get. Y'all have an extra ability to put some cinnamon and spice and everything not nice on some hate. It just feels like there can be, like, especially in them hot summer months, you know what I mean?
Listen.
With them Indiana girls on them Indiana nights.
If she smells like that, she needs to go to the
like
fucking
livestock.
doctor. I don't care how sweaty it is.
Yeah, her pH balance is off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. I can't stand. There's a fucking, so the new Mike Epps is out, right?
Because it's probably bacterial. And there's medications for that.
You just reminded me of Mike Tyson right there. When you said bacteria, I heard spinal instead of bacterial. You know what I mean? When he was doing he's like, so Mike, why'd you lose? I've got a broken back. You've got a broken back? Yeah, spinal. You said bacteria. Like, that's some crazy shit though, man. He said a guy can fuck up the pH balance too with their dirty wiener. Yeah. I mean, like, if you going down on a dude with dick cheese or doubling down on a dude with dick cheese,
I'm not going down
problems.
on a dude with dick cheese. That's pretty simple.
Or just I mean,
but you're also not coming near me with those fucking dirty ass hands with the dirt up under. Nope.
Man, like,
not happening.
I ain't saying that. I am not talking about that story because I know the person they watch this and will
Okay,
be like, "What are you
yeah,
fucking
that's you're clear then. Yeah.
motherfucker?" Like, no, you didn't. Just like because the parties involved would be like, "No, you didn't."
Don't go there.
Ooh. And it has nothing to do with family. This is a friend story. This is one
Okay.
from like teenage
They'll
some
suddenly
shit,
appear
man.
in chat.
Oh
That's
yeah,
happened.
they'll yeah.
It's
No,
happened.
there'll be a comment on the show post haste like, why you causing problems with my girl, man? I can't help it, man. It smelled like fucking. I was at the fucking cat house visiting. It smelled bad coming from underneath that door. Anyway, you can't fuck up a room, man. That shouldn't be the thing.
Damn.
I do want to know, like, here's one, like, what is a funny fucking thing? Like, what's a lie that you believe for years that turned out to be fake?
I don't know. That's a good one.
Pussy cow, pussy cow, pussy cow.
No cap. He said,
And
"Girl, put me in check about my
only
fingernails."
SoCal
so
people
she
are gonna
gave me
get
this.
that.
What did you say?
Pussy cow, pussy cow, pussy cow.
So you have to explain what
It's
pussy cow,
actually
pussy
okay.
cow,
So
pussy
there's
cow.
Cal Worthington's dog Spot, and my entire life, until well into adulthood and the internet, I found out it was Go See Cal. Go
What
see
is
Cal.
go see cow?
Go see Cal. But I heard pussy cow, pussy cow, pussy cow, and I am not alone in this. There's whole
That's
Facebook
too
groups.
funny. Was it a song or something?
Yeah, it was an ad.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
he
okay.
would it was a car dealership. And would always dog Spot was never a dog. It was, you know,
That's too
a
funny.
lion, an elephant, you know, some other
A Hawaiian
random
elephant.
wild animal.
What kind of shit? I ain't never heard of a
Go
Hawaiian
pull up,
elephant.
just go pull up like an
And a
old
pussy
Cal
cow.
Worthington commercial.
I will do that. Tell us more about this pussy cow.
That's what I heard.
Is
The
it-
song.
Is it
Like
like
the
a,
whole song for the dealership, for the ad.
Is it like a grabber by the pussy cow?
No, it was Go See Cal.
Oh god damn. So I'm not even tripping. Like, so
I'm
this
not
is
the
a
only one.
hilarious ass. The very first fucking thing I seen as soon as I pulled this ad up, are we getting ready to watch? Yeah, this one. All right. Let's see what old Bex is talking about.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
If you want it better, buy Go See Cal. You're the guy we satisfy, Go See Cal. Give a new car to your wife, she will love you all her life. Go See Cal, Go See Cal, Go See Cal.
Hey, once again, I want to show you a painless way to get into a new Ford. Look, I'll sell you this new 84 LTD for $75.95, or I'll lease it to you with no money down, $180 a month. I'll sell you this new Ranger pickup for $57.95.
It's a Ford fucking Ranger.
Or I'll lease it to you with no money down, $136 a month.
Go See Cal.
1984 Bronco 2. Sell it to you for $93.95. Or I'll lease it to
Oh, they selling the OJs and them for $219 a month. You can get that OJ. It's a brown OJ and them's. You know what I'm saying? Why these motherfuckers look so small?
you no money down,
That's what she said.
$219 a month. A 1984 Ford F-150 pickup. The full price is
For only $156 a month.
$66.95, or I'll lease it to you with no money down, $156 a month. A brand new van conversion. This is a van conversion. And the full price is only $79.95, or I'll lease it to you. No money down, $230.
Hey, look, so like if you a pedo and you wanted to
Yep.
spray paint free candy
That's
on that
forbidden.
bitch, 48 months for $233 per month with taxes and license. Cost is $11,270. Residual is $5,121. Total payment $11,184. Close and lease on approved credit for you to get your own free candy van at Worthington Ford, Pussy Cow.
Yeah.
$3 a month. Worthington Ford, 2850 Bellflower Boulevard, Long Beach.
Long Beach, no less. All right. That's too funny.
My entire life.
Pussy Cow.
Pussy cow.
Well, there's all kinds of ones like that
Honey,
with
I was
the
a whole adult.
Yeah.
song lyrics are like that, like Jimi Hendrix. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Yeah. My
there
aunt
was
thought
the-
Billy Idol's Eyes Without a Face
Mhm.
was How's About a Date?
How's about a day? Yeah, I can hear that.
And
Yep.
there's a bathroom on the right
Uh-huh.
by
Yeah, the
CCR.
I sing it that way on purpose.
Yeah, there's a couple
You
of
gotta.
things like that. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best.
I'm trying to think of though. So a lie that I believed for years it turned out to be fake would be something like, I mean, straight up, like, I mean, we can talk about like get back into the kid shit, right? Like
Mhm.
shit that your parents fucking told you that you
Oh,
took
yeah.
as like gospel, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like you operated a certain way, you know what I mean? Just because you thought and there's some fucked up shit, but I was like, all right, no, can't go. Let me go. So what I would say, I mean, besides Santa Claus,
Mm-mm.
y'all lied to me about Santa
I still
Claus.
believe. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Santa Claus is real. I don't care.
All right, so all right, I'll tell this story, and I know this is disclaimer, trigger warning, all of that, right? These were different times. We're talking about times of the late 70s and early 80s. Yes, the late 70s and early 80s was a different time and place, a different space, a different millennia, not just a different century. There were different times and very much dealing with people who were adjusting to cultural norms and being accepting of other cultures. There's your fucking trigger warning. All right,
Oh,
God
shit.
damn it. All right. Now, as a boy, as a young boy, one of my favorite things to do was, of course, to kick it, you know, and just sit and listen to my dad and his friends talk bullshit, and, you know, my moms and them talk bullshit. Because, you know, the majority of the time I was they didn't have, I was the only youngin' around. My parents had me like at high school, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was around their friends a lot and hearing shit, but I would always be driving in the back of my car or in the back of the car, listening to my dad and his boys talk shit. And they had a joke, and I heard them, and they were talking about it, and they were talking about how
It's gonna be bad, isn't it?
Asian women have sideways giners. Yeah. And I believed that shit and went to school and was talking about that shit.
No.
Hold on.
Oh
And-
no.
And And my friend said that they heard the same shit from their dad.
Mhm.
And like we were all believing that it was fucking real, yo. Like that shit was straight up real until someone came to elementary school in like the 3rd grade with a playboy or a hustler. I think it
Oh,
had to
shit.
be a hustler that, because it was only the hustler that would give you like the full experience. You know what I mean? You got the full e-ticket
Full
ride.
Monty.
The full Monty
Mhm.
is like, no, zoom in right there. Right there. Like, sorry. But yes, and proved he was like, nah, they're lying to us. It was like a South Park episode for real. We were out on the playground and shit looking at a hustler out of a backpack. We had it inside of a backpack and like one of those like folders,
Sit
like
on the throne of lies.
it was like, oh, look at that. And it was like, well, Tiernoville, what's on this next page? But like, no, seriously, like we fucking believed for like at least a year or so that was the truth. I did. I swear to
That's
you.
too funny.
They were talking about it because I asked about it, and that's the reason why. And they just like they doubled down because I was
Mhm.
like, they have what? And they chuckled and was like, yeah. And that's the shit that I do. Like I not that fucking about that, but
Yeah,
like
but fucking with them,
but
like,
like fucking with kids like,
saying it with
yeah,
a straight
man, like,
face.
yeah. I gotta so this is like I fucked with my kids one time, like I don't know, there was a storm that was coming, and we've got, and the Oklahomies know, especially like sometimes these tornadoes they hit fast and like
That's
they
one of
don't
my
fuck
worst nightmares
around,
right there.
right?
Tornado is not no
And
snow
you
dope.
fucking deal with hurricanes. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I have reoccurring
I-
nightmares about tornadoes.
I deal with and have dealt with tornadoes and grew up with tornadoes my life, but
Yeah.
hurricanes scared fuck. I mean, because hurricanes is a humongous tornado that has baby tornadoes that goes
Water.
water
All the
tornadoes and all of
water.
that shit. Yeah, but anyway, I had to take them down in the basement, right? And I mean, they were little. They were probably about 3 or 4, maybe, I don't know. Young enough. 6, 7. The shit, I was just thinking about shit I could talk shit to them about that was in the basement. And I've got like a crawl space, and they're in the crawl
shit.
space. I have, I happen to have had stored my grandfather's swords, and also I have some Knight Templar swords, like, and some like actual real like 100+ year old Knight Templar swords and shit like that, right? But I've got like my grandfather's Navy sword that he wore for his, with his uniform, and some of his other swords and shit, cause like real swords. But I was just talking shit to him. I was like, you know what? Every house has to have. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I said, you're safe, man. I said, check this out, man. I said, I got a special fucking sword that's just here for fucking dragons. And I just started riffing on. So I was just talking shit like I talk shit on here. Right. And like, I forgot all about this shit. Right. Like, I didn't remember this shit. Like, I didn't remember any of this shit. I was just in the moment trying to, get 2 kids that were like freaking out to calm the fuck down, the CTFD. Like, calm the fuck down. We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
We'll buy a new house if this motherfucker blows over.
Yeah.
We get insurance. So, Daddy just doesn't want to lose his records. But no, but no, just that shit, like, and it happened probably about a year ago where they called me out on it and shit, because we were talking about like well, no, it happened. It happened. I know exactly when it happened. It happened when we had to talk about Santa Claus, because we were coming up on the holiday season,
Mm.
and we were coming into Halloween and stuff like that, and like, I just straight up asked, I was like, y'all motherfuckers still believe in Halloween or like Santa Claus and shit?
Yeah. Just get
Or
straight
I
to the
forget,
source.
I forget
Right?
how it came up, but I wanted to know, and they were like, it
Yeah.
came
Do we
up,
bother
right?
with this anymore?
Right, like, because like
We're gonna keep up the illusion or
I hated,
what?
I was a parent that didn't want to, I don't like lying to my kids or hiding things to my
Yeah.
kids because I don't like information being used as a weapon and shit like
Yeah,
that,
exactly. And
especially
you're
like
giving
when
them that
adults
validation.
aren't
You're giving them that chance to,
like, like, here's
yeah.
what's up.
I like
Look,
that.
I'm gonna explain
Exactly.
this just to you and break it down, so I don't like lying to them, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a
even
fan of
as
that.
but my wife was like, hell no, Mom Boogie's like, you better fuck get out your, like, I want fucking Santa Claus. I'm like, all right, said, sure enough, it's your fucking lie. You're the one. I'm gonna have nothing to do with it when they think that we betrayed them this whole time, But while
That's
we
the
were
hard part,
talking
yeah.
about that, and it was like, what about the sword downstairs, Dad? And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
The
They
special
busted
dragon,
you.
the special dragon sword. I was like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you're talking about. And
Should have just kept
and
going
they
to
told me
Santa.
the story, and I was like, oh shit, I do remember that.
Oh yeah, that
I was like,
thing.
I was making that shit up on the fly. I said, I didn't know what the fuck I was. Yeah, and I told her, I was like, you motherfuckers. Ooh. I was like, you all want to
That's
see a
too funny.
secret? Because I was like, shh, you want to see a secret? I can't tell you. Shh.
So, show you.
Sit you down here. Shh. Don't let my, that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they thought they was all VIP and shit. So, and then of course
exactly.
they were
It
like,
served its purpose at the
Dad's
time.
full of shit. I think it was because I was watching fucking definitely at that time I was heavy into Game of Thrones. It was on, like we were in the middle of Game of Thrones season. I was thinking it was some Valerian steel type shit, That's only for you fucking Game of Thrones heads. Either of you ladies, I know Becca. I know the answer to fucking Becca. I don't watch shit. Do you get into any of the Game of Thrones?
I read like 3 of the
Candace?
books. Yeah,
So
I
you've
read a
read
couple
the
of the books. I've
books.
never seen the shows, but I read the books. Yeah.
Wow. So you've read the fucking, you went through 3 of the books. You went through the first 3 books of A Song of Fire and Ice. The set, the first 3, and then those were
Yeah, I've
long
always
ass
wanted to finish them.
books.
I just never did.
Because those books are like Leviticus and Exodus and
Yeah, they got
and
bigger and bigger.
like, but they were also like just name dropping, like, and this person of that person and this person of that person, because he was building his
Oh yeah,
all
they
the different
the whole other
characters and
world,
shit.
like Lord of the Rings, all that shit.
Exactly, right. So you made it through all that. How the fuck did you never watch a because there's a whole new Game of Thrones vehicle
I just
out
came at
there.
a time where I just didn't have cable. I wasn't really watching TV at the time. That's all. And then it just took on its own life of its own and went away from the books because they kept going when the books weren't even being written. So it was just kind of difficult. It was the same thing with the Walking Dead with me. I was reading the little novellas. I was reading the comic books, and then the
trade
TV
paperbacks
show took like on a whole different thing, and it was just all, just convoluted and really just got out of hand. So it's just something I just need to catch up on. The Game of Thrones, I plan on it, but Walking Dead lost me a long time ago. Fuck
So
that
are
show.
you a purist? You're like, meow, you're not sticking to the source material.
No, I'm more of a super fan. Like, I will get invested in these
Fuck yeah.
characters, and
I
I
am the
love
same
these
way.
characters, and I'm gonna tune in week after week to watch you kill them off. No, fuck that shit. No, dude, I can't. Hey, that triggers me, man. I'm if I don't like the characters and if they're not there for me anymore, then I'm gonna shut down. I don't want to watch anymore.
Got you. So so you are a person that definitely takes it hard when when one of your peoples die.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I was done. I go when one of the Walking Dead, they killed like the girl's sister, like right as they were reunited. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not watching this anymore. It was so bad. It was so hard for me to watch.
That is funny as hell, though. I mean, I get it when you're when the
I was
character that
invested.
it's kind of like when the person, like, if you like a band, you know what I mean? Like for me, Van Halen, right? And you fucking put Van Hagar, that's a whole different thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I'm there
especially
with
they
you.
transitioned completely
David Lee
to a
Roth all the
different
way.
sound. You know, they went to the power ballad sound, and like
Mhm.
Eddie definitely got keyboard happy and fucking, very episodic shit. You know what I mean? And
There's Van
Sammy,
Halen.
huh?
There's Van Halen
And Van Hagar.
and
And
Van Hagar.
I only
Mhm.
like Van
Yep,
Halen.
I was like that with Sublime, Alice in Chains. I was like, no, you need to change your name. That's not the
How
same,
do you
dude.
how do you feel about Jacob taking over?
That's okay. I'm okay with that one, actually.
Have
Yeah.
you heard him? Have you
Not
heard
yet,
him do
no.
it?
Mm-mm. Not yet.
I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm okay with that one. That's one that I'm
Are we
actually on
talking
board
about
Sublime.
with. Yeah.
Sublime? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm kind of into. I'm kind of here for it.
Mhm.
I mean, I think lead singers are difficult to replace.
Mhm.
Of course, because that's like, the front man or one
Unless you're
man.
like AC/DC, that was pretty seamless.
Man, for us, I think that one, I mean, you can talk about Iron Maiden, right? Iron Maiden fucking a million times better with Bruce Dickinson than with fucking the homie they had before on Killers. But Bon Scott to, I can't remember what the
Brian
homie.
Johnson.
Brian Johnson, thank you. As a kid, I just thought like, oh, they just had a different motherfucker sing for a little bit on these songs, and then this other motherfucker sang, right? But yeah, that worked out well for them, but there's not many other bands that can replace a front man. And then also, like, especially if the actual songwriter leaves, like
Yeah.
the heart and soul of the band
Yeah, the whole
leaves,
vibe's gonna
right?
change.
Like, yeah, you can tell the dude that left and broke the fuck out was like, and they were the person that were
Yep.
and then the
Yep.
band dies and they go on to either be a solo act or, start their own other shit and be with it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's difficult. I'm the same way as far as super fan goes. What's up, Jeff? We got one of the usual suspects right there, Mr. Jeff
Cafe.
Jenny.
My name is Jeff.
His name is Jeff. And what I forgot, I just lost what the fuck I was getting ready to transition
Left the
into.
brain.
Oh, movies and shit. Like
See?
when
Pumpkin.
Superman for me is always Christopher Reeve.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how many times I've seen Superman at the drive-in. I'm talking about 1, 2, and even 3, right? But I mean, I went to fucking the drive-in in my Superman underoos get up and everything, you know what I mean? Like I was out, you know what I mean? Like I was Superman and Batman, but Batman didn't have anything but the other, like the weird trippy one. It wasn't until, the late 80s until we got the real Batman. And that's the other thing, Michael Keaton. But I respect what fucking, what's the last guy that did it? Christian Bale. I do like Christian Bale's Batman. And he wasn't the last one. But either way, Superman, it's very difficult. And the one that I thought that they did the best replacement they got rid of, because that was the one that was the Superman during Zack Snyder, and he ended up becoming what's it, Witcher? What's that guy's name? And he is actually in Marvel now. Harry Cavill, right? Like he was the closest Superman replacement that this one that they have isn't bad, but Harry Cavill was the closest that they had to the homie.
The OG, yeah.
The OG, yeah. That was something, like you said, I'm a purist in regards to that.
Yeah, it happens. You can't help it. I mean, the next one that comes along might be really excellent. Like the same thing, like you said with Batman. To me, it was Michael Keaton, and then I really did like Christian Bale, but I came into it completely clean with the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I'd never seen fucking any of his other movies. I'd actually never seen him before at all. So I had open expectations and actually really liked it.
Oh, you talking about Robin Pattinson's Batman? You know what? That movie,
really liked it.
I was like very fucking like, all right, motherfucker, Twilight ass motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know
I'd never
mean?
seen
Like,
that movie, so I didn't have any bias. I hadn't ever seen anything he
sparkly
did.
ass, glittier ass motherfucker. Like,
yeah, I was glad. I'd never seen any of that, so I came like completely open to it.
Oh yeah, I had to see the full moon and all of that stuff.
Nope.
Mom and Boogie had to see my full moon that night because we saw all those bitches in the drive-in. I wouldn't go to Cincinnati, like at Cincinnati theater back then, because there was like Cincinnati was the bedbug capital of the world and shit. So I was like, we ain't going in the movie theater because that's where the fuck they get you. But anyway, that Batman was an excellent film. That Batman was with that dude was an excellent. I was, as a Batman purist and fucking loves Batman.
Yeah, really surprised me.
He did a great job. I was impressed. I was like, that's a good film. Hey, look, Mr. Mikey Unlikely, one of the usual suspects is in the house. Please follow him as well. Shout out to you and salute. Hey, and then Bertie said, hey, I like me some Twilight. So you like sparkly vampires and shits. I get you. That's cool.
Me John Carpenter's vampires any day.
You know what? Oh, before we get us out of here, guess what? We met. So last night we introduced Big Trouble in Little China to my kids, and it came about. Again, the kids and I, we love wrestling, and we were watching some podcasts and stuff like that on YouTube, and I happened to watch, pop on a podcast for CM Punk in an interview, and he was talking about how he's into horror movies and like starring in them and even making them and being a part of productions. And he had mentioned his love for John Carpenter, and they went into a very long discussion about Big Trouble in Little China. And like, I told them as a kid when that came out, I think it was 86 when that came out, May of 86, if I can. So I know like May 30th, 1986, I think, to be exact. So I was 10 years old, and I told him, I was like, Jack Burton was the it. I was like, I can impersonate Jack Burton perfectly. Like, I could do, and I knew the words verbatim. And so does Mama Boogie, because the kids is like, Dad, you're capping, or whatever the thing they say, you know what I mean? Like, thinking I'm full of shit because I'm like all nostalgia, and how can a fucking movie from the 80s be like you're bullshitting Unk? It's an Unk movie or whatever, right? It's from the 1900s. And I was like, I just shut up, and I was like, ask your mom. And I just asked my book, I was like, tell them please about Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. And she was like, oh, it's fucking hilarious. Like, you know,
That's a great movie.
it's
It's
this,
great.
it's that, it's
Mhm.
this, it's that. And I knew like my daughter my daughter's not necessarily into movies that much, but when I had my son laughing and like predicting like, oh no, they're all gonna die at the end of this film, Dad. They ain't making it. Like we just watching this to see him die. Watch. You know what I mean? Like he's all into it,
Right.
pessimistic. Ain't no way. And then at the end, as it kept getting more ridiculous and even more ridiculous, he's like, ain't no way, Dad. Ain't no way. And even at the end, when spoilers, the monster was like on the back of the truck and shit, he's like, oh, I was like, I told you. I was like, it's a great film. And even though, you know, and even to this day, it still holds up. That
Mhm.
movie's so fucking good. Big
Yeah.
Trouble in Little China,
Classic.
man. Pork Chop
Classic.
Express. Fucking Jack Burton. You know what old Jack Burton says when it's times like these? It's almost 9 o'clock. It's 9:03, and it's ballistic live.
Nope.
Because if he's live, once he goes live, we'll raid into him. But you know, we can talk shit and go overtime. Almost. See, look, man, this is a thing put on
Ballistic.
by stoners. It's a sesh, man. So
Yeah.
Come
you
on.
grab your favorite plant, you grab your favorite liquid, and you sit back and sesh with us because we're gonna have a great
Pumpkin.
fucking time, right?
Mm.
I would say, you know, what is your favorite John Carpenter movie?
I like
Bless
Ghost
you.
of Mars. Ghost of Mars is pretty sweet.
Ghost of Mars.
And
That's
John Carpenter's Vampires. Both of those were I was watching those on repeat when I first discovered them. They're so great.
I
Oh, I mean,
forget
you know,
John
fucking,
Carpenter's in it.
Ice Cube is in Ghost of Mars. Come on, man.
I got you. No, that's a good one. All right, hold on. And he hates this too. So check it out. You're from behind the camera and everything like that. Nobody can see you, but they might be able to hear you. They might not. But Big Trouble in Little China last night. What did you think about it? What was it? Ridiculous was your thing. Is that a good? Is that a good ridiculous? Is it an enjoyable ridiculous, or like, man, I wasted my hour and a half ridiculous? You think it was stupid? What they were doing was stupid, but was it? Did you find any of it funny? You found it funny. See, exactly like what we said. Ridiculous and fun, and that's what the 80s were. Because you know why, son? They were all on cocaine. Don't do cocaine. See, if you want to see, like, that's what happens when you do cocaine. That was your brain on drugs. So there you go. The more you know. Love you. He hates that. He's like, why are you fucking with me, Dad? But he kept saying that the same thing. Like, this is ridiculous.
Hilarious.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, it's crazy to think about it, but honestly, Becca, they have no fucking idea
I know.
what the world
I
looked
know.
like back then. Like to us, like how fast everything
And what
is.
Yeah, the difference
Yes.
between, yeah. Yeah, my kid, I try. I
Yeah.
try.
So
I
do
try.
you guys?
See, I got her like later in life, right?
Yeah. How old were you when
She
you had your
adopted me.
kiddo?
Huh?
How old were you?
I don't know. 40 something.
Right on.
She adopted me.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I didn't get like the first half of her life.
I got you.
but there's, a ton. She's what, 32?
Yeah.
And there's a shit ton of movies that she's never seen. Music she'd never
What year
heard.
is that?
I
I
introduced her
guess
to
she was born in
Cypress
the
Hill.
90s.
Huh?
She was born in what?
Uh-huh.
94? Oh my,
Something
no,
yeah.
32. Yeah, 94.
Yeah, 94.
Wow. Damn. And that is crazy. That's like
So,
Jeff.
like, all those 80s classics
Richie.
that I grew up on, right?
Richie,
Breakfast
not Jeff.
Club,
Yes.
16 Candles, St. Elmo's Fire, all of it.
That came up when we asked when we were talking about and pitching the movie last night for Big, because I was all geeked, like after watching that CM, I stopped it. I was like, oh, you gotta watch this, like shit, because I sold it to him. It's like, you know how I get
Go down the
Yeah.
rabbit hole.
like,
Yeah.
it's like I was on one too, like so, and there's like, no, we want to finish the CM Punk interview. I was like, oh, okay. But the shit was hilarious, man. He kept saying it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I was like, yes.
It's supposed to be.
Yes, it is ridiculous. This is yes.
It's
That's the
easy.
fucking point.
That's the fun part. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was
Mhm.
like, then he was like, oh, look at these people, like with all it, like it just kept going and it does. It just accelerates and accelerates and accelerates and just keeps going away. And so I love it, man. Favorite John Carpenter movie for me, I'm gonna have to say, is the motherfucking OG. Halloween is
Yeah.
by far I think one of the best horror movies, in my opinion, and my favorite horror movie. One of my favorite horror movies, in my opinion. I love me some Freddy. I love me some Ghostface and shit. You know what I mean? I love me some Wes Craven and all of that. But like I definitely the original Halloween with just the implied horror, right? And the implied
Yeah, it was more suspenseful.
violence there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you didn't see like the killing blows for the most part. I think the most graphic death was the dude getting fucking stuck to the door, picked up, choked, and fucking
Mm-hmm.
if I think about it, but
Right.
that it's just, I think it's great, and especially with the one shot. And I watched a documentary on a breakdown of everything that they had to do to rehab that, because they got that shitty old house and they made it look nicer to go back to the flashback, right? And they only like did up the parts that they needed to do inside, like as the pans and what the exteriors and how they would go. And there were people moving around in the back, it like very much so in the background, and also moving because everything was budget. You gotta remember, this is the same show that they had to pick up all of the leaves because they were in California and they were collecting bags of leaves and fake leaves for all of the leaves that you saw falling on the ground. They would go and pick them all up, and yeah, I mean, like they were wearing their own clothes. It was a guerrilla
Right.
competition. So I'm like, it was just such a great thing. And I love the hell out of fucking Halloween. So what was yours, Becca?
Well, Halloween's definitely up there. Christine might be. Christine, just because
That's
You
a
know,
great movie with
memories
that car.
that
I love
go
that
along
car.
with that.
Why do you have memories with that, Becca?
No, not for the internet.
Y'all can't know. I know why though. I know why. No, I'm sorry. I am looking for DJ Ballistic right now because he is live and we're getting ready to transition into our next segment
Oh, yeah.
of the Friday night usual
Look out.
suspects SESH
Very nice.
raid train, smoke train. This is the usual SESH train. It's a USR, not the USSR. Don't get that fucking twisted. This is USR. It's usser. It's a Friday night usser.
Wow.
So in the meantime and between time, I'm Ghost Boogie, you, and especially you. Yeah, you. You're
Yeah.
special. Don't let anyone or anything make you feel anything different than amazing. And if they do or it does, it will deserve you, your time, attention, and money. Keep positive, keep pushing, keep persevering. And welcome in
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Candace. We got Candace. Yeah, she got 5 on it, man. You got any shout outs before we bounce out and raid out?
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to people that weren't here tonight. You know, we've got Mad Ways going to join us, and, you know, everybody from Danny to Ballistic. They had a lot of good fam, and, you know, I'm glad to be a part of it. So I just thank you for the opportunity. You know, I'll be there to support when I can. I appreciate everybody because we have vibes and we have our, you know, certain schedules. We're all in different parts of the USA and we still get to come together. So I think it's pretty damn cool. Thank you.
We're international. This raid is
Yep,
international. We're
yeah,
hopping
shout
to
out to
London and
you,
starting a
me.
day.
Thank you. You know, I'll be on it Sundays at 4 p.m. on my channel. I'll be video gaming and chatting with everybody. So come on through if you can.
Hell yeah. What about
Hell
you,
yeah.
Beck?
Shout out to the Oklahomies. Shout out to all the other suspects.
That's right.
Nutty ass group of people.
Absolutely. So check it out, man. Hell yeah. I'm so happy that both you ladies are doing this on a Friday night.
I'm
It's
excited.
ladies' night. And there's only so much more to come. So y'all stick around. Copy that raid message. We're going to Ballistic. He's live on the air, taking your requests, playing songs, got a mix, and then I got a mix, and then Danny, he's got something
Hell
grumpy
yeah.
to do. So let's start the raid. So copy that raid message on Twitch. You guys that are on YouTube, switch on over to twitch.tv/ghostboogie66, or by the time that you're seeing this, go to @DJ Ballistic, like it says right underneath my name, and you'll be on the raid train. And we've got music, laughs, ha-ha, smokes, inhales, exhales, all types of stuff, man. So we up out of here. We raided out. I love y'all. See you in a little bit. Peace.